So I found out recently that the hardest thing for me to do is wake up on the weekends and at my desired time, because my brain has the habit, like everybody else, like the majority of people. The weekends are for you to relax. The weekends are for you to chill. That's what we are programmed to do. Everybody is programmed to say, okay, the weekend is for us to wind down. But to get to where I want to be, to get to what I want to do with my life, then I have to be working 7 days a week, no matter how tired I am. I've gotten the habit down of waking up on time. Like whenever I want to wake up at 3:30, whenever I want to wake up at 4:25 a.m. No matter how tired I am, I can wake up Monday through Friday without a problem. But yesterday I realized that the habit of having a weekend is still ingrained into my brain. Like Monday through Friday, I'm on my grind. I can get up. I can start doing what I need to do. Like maybe there's times where I have like a lot of negative thoughts because of the lack of sleep. But Monday through Friday, I can get to it. I can be up for 20 hours and then wake up again at my desired time without like I'll feel tired, but like I don't have a I don't have a problem. Like I don't go back to sleep. The problem is when I get to Saturday and Sunday cuz my brain has been programmed like everybody else's brain that when you get to the weekend, it's time to chill, it's time to relax. And I'm not saying that maybe if you want to chill, then you should relax. But to get to where I want to go in life, what I've realized is my brain has been programmed for so many years that the weekend is for chill time. The weekend is for relaxing, and it's like a habit already that when the weekend comes, I'm tired. Like I find myself just going back to sleep when I don't want to. Like if I just let myself, if I don't force myself to get up, then on the weekend I always go back to my old habits and I just start again. And I didn't realize that it's because I have built the habit for many years that when I get to the weekend, it's time for me to relax. It's time for you to wind down. But like really, really successful people are working 7 days a week. They're working really hard. Like they're working to the point where they're basically having mental breakdowns. And maybe that's not what you want from your life. But like in order for me to get to where I want to be, then I need to put myself through immense pain to the point where I am working 7 days a week. And when I get to the weekend, I just feel so tired, man. I feel so tired, but it's not like obviously that's what I feel like every day. Every day, Monday through Friday, I feel really tired. But when I get to the weekend, since I have built the habit of when you get to the weekend, it's time to wind down, it's time to rest. That's when I have the hardest time, and I always relapse on my wake up time. I always find a hard time for me to wake up at that time because I've already programmed my brain to go to sleep or to sleep in on the weekend. And every time I go back on my word, it just makes me feel like shit. And you know, sometimes I tell myself, "Oh, I need to meditate in the morning," or I need to work in the morning, but like I go back to sleep, man. I just literally I'll get up. I've gotten to the point where I can wake up at the time that I say I want to wake up in the weekend, but then I just get so tired and I'm like my brain just tells me, "Oh, you can just meditate for a little bit, so it'll be fine." Cuz my that's just like an excuse my brain is telling me to close my eyes so I can go to sleep. So what happened this week, last weekend, was I'm like, oh, I'm gonna meditate. So before you know it, I closed my eyes, and then before you know it, like a whole hour had passed, and I was like, I wasn't like fully asleep, but I was like, I was basically asleep, man. Like I was already asleep for like, cause I woke up at 4:25. Before I know it, it was 5:25, and then I was like, dude, what the hell? What happened? What happened? And then before you know it, I want to come read in the morning. I can't read in the morning. Like me, in my opinion, maybe I just need to stick to like being on the computer because that like has like bright light and it's like a little harder for me to go to sleep on that. But when I try to read in the morning or I try to meditate or do something that's not actually active, I get so tired. There's no point of me even trying to do it that I just start nodding off. I just start nodding off, and then before you know it, my brain tells me, "Oh, just get into the bed. Just get into bed. It'll be fine. You just take a little nap." And before you know it, I'm waking up at 8:30, and I'm like, "Bro, why? I told myself I was gonna wake up at this time. Why am I going back on why am I going back on my word?" And it always, I'm like Monday through Friday, like I told myself, is always, it's like I'm always on my shit. Like no matter how tired I am, I can do it for 20 hours a day. I can do it for 18. Like Monday through Friday is the my go time. But as soon as I get to the weekend, because I've been programmed like everybody else that the weekend is for relaxing, I always go back on my habits. And it's because you've been taking weekends off so many years of your life. Like of course of course your brain is going to tell you to relax on the weekend because you've been doing it for so many years. And that's why I've tried to not be as like really hard on myself, but I have caught myself like being like pretty tough on myself, saying, why are you going back on what you said you were going to do? Why are you going back on what you said you were going to do? It's because I've been programmed. My brain has already been programmed to relax on the weekends. So this week I'm gonna try so hard. I'm gonna try so hard to not go to sleep, even though I want to go to sleep. Even though I want to. Maybe I need to get a couple more hours of sleep on the weekend. Maybe like I'll get like the full 6 hours instead of like getting the. Sometimes I only get like 4 or 5 during the weekdays because I'm trying to do like I'm trying to do as much as I can and get there as fast as I can. Because I'm honestly just so fucking tired of this life, like this cycle of despair where you want to get to where you want to go. You want to you're capable of doing what you want to do, but you've been doing so many bad habits for so many years that's why you're not able to do it cuz you always relapse on your fucking word that you told yourself you're going to do. You can literally do whatever you want to at any age, but it's just so hard breaking those old habits. That's why so many people aren't successful, because you can't break your old habits. Your habits are what's holding you back to the point where you're not able to live your dream life. And like nobody really wants to go through that cycle or dedicate their entire life because everybody's just so comfortable living a normal life. But I'm not. I've gotten to the point where I just fucking hate this shit. Like I don't know how I could live the rest of my life like a normal person or do this. Like there's so much more you can do with your life. And I don't I don't I don't know what I have to do to get to that point. Like if I have to like just sacrifice everything, or I have to wake up earlier, or I don't know, but I have to do it because I've gotten to the point. If I get to my deathbed and I don't do what I told myself I was gonna do, I'm just gonna feel like a piece of shit. Like there's nothing else in this life that will make me more happy than to level up when I tell myself I want to level up, and to get up when I want to get up, and have full control of my body. Like not go back on my word. Like my brain, my soul tells me I want to wake up on the weekends, but my body is just programmed to go back to sleep like a little bitch. Like every weekend I tell myself I'm gonna get up at this time, but before you know it, I'm already asleep. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? And it's because you've been programmed. It's because it's already normal. It's normalized that we have weekends. But if you want to get to like a really high successful life, like to the point where you're like rich in your 20s, or at least you're making money online, or you're doing something that like nobody else in your family has ever done, then you have to not take weekends off, because weekends are not a thing. Like every day of the week is the same. Like like every day of the week you should be getting up and trying to go after it. Every day of the week is a day for you to go after it. Like if, especially if you're a man, even if you're a woman, but like especially if you're a man, you should be trying to get it after it every single day, so you can get to that life you want. Like so you don't have to be like just struggling every single day, or just in a cycle of despair. Like at least be able to control yourself and what you like in what you do. Like if you can't even get up on the weekends, like then what's the point of starting a company? What's the point of trying to start a business? Like it's the habits first. Like obviously waking up at on time on the weekends is not gonna like solely make you successful, but that's like one of the biggest steps, especially if you want to get to a super high level. And it's so hard. It's like one of the hardest things I've ever tried to do is to wake up like on the weekends. On the weekends, because just because we're just programmed to go to sleep, or we're programmed to take it easy on the weekends. But I'm just so tired of that life, man. I've been living that life where I want to sleep in and I always feel like ass. I always feel like shit, just seeing how everybody else is just living their life and I'm just in bed, just you know I don't know. But if this could help anybody, even one person, like the reason you are falling back into your habits, and you on the weekend especially, you'll find yourself being so on point Monday through Friday, but as soon as you get to the weekend, it's just back to your old habits, back to what you told yourself you weren't gonna do. It's because we've been programmed. The weekend is for relaxing, man. And I'm just here to tell you that you can break out of it. You're just gonna have to push a lot harder on the weekend because it's not a habit yet. The weekends are is a habit. Like if you might be able to get to it Monday through Friday, but the weekend we have built the habit of relaxing, and just I'm gonna have to push a little harder, man, to get to that point. And I don't know, but I hope this helps somebody.